Good morning Year 4 and welcome to Monday's maths lesson. This lesson is for the children who have got the Year 2 booklet. Okay, so if you've got the Year 2 booklet here, then this is the video for you. Now today I would like you to turn to page 6 in your booklets, and we're only going to complete page 6 today. So if I turn to page 6, this is the page I'm looking at. Okay, now today we are going to be looking at adding. So you can see there we're going to be looking at adding. Question 1 says work out the answers to the sums below. And you have got a series of questions that you need to answer. Now what I've done is I've got a blank whiteboard and I'm going to draw however many are in the sum. So if we look at A over here, A says 9 add 8. So what I'm going to do is draw 9 dots, and then I'm going to draw another 8, and we're going to add them all together. So let's start with 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I need to add, so that's my add sign, I need to add 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if you've got a whiteboard or a piece of paper at home, you can do it this way as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to count all of them together, but we're going to cross them off as we go, so we make sure that we are counting it correctly. So let's start from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the answer is 17 for your first question. Now some of you might have thought, well, why is Miss Chafe starting from the beginning here? Because I already know that I've got 9 there. If I already know that I've got 9, what could I have done to save time? Have a think now, what could you have done to save time? If I already knew that that was 9, did I need to start from the beginning? No, I could have crossed all of them off in one. I know that's 9. So I'm going to count on from 9. So I could have gone 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And that's just another quicker way for you to do it. So you're going to have a go now at section 1. There are 6 questions for you to complete. And you can use the method that I've used on the whiteboard. Or if you want, you can use your fingers as well. Otherwise, you could perhaps try and challenge yourself and do it in your head. So counting on, you've got a number in your head. Let's have a look at question 2, which would be B, is 7 add 6. So I could have 7 in my head, add on 6. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I stopped when I've got to my 6th finger, and that's given me the answer. So you're going to now have a go at section 1 by yourself. You can pause the video and then return back when you are ready. Okay, so hopefully we have completed section 1. We're now going to move on to section 2. Section 2 in your booklet here says, what should you add to each number to make this? Now, I'm not going to read that because it's a number which is written in words, and we did this last week. So I'm going to write in bigger letters on my whiteboard the word which is the number. So you can see here. So what we're going to do, we're going to use our phonics like we did before. Okay, so we've got t, w, t, w, e, t, w, e, t, w, e, n, twen, twen. Now we just need these last 2 here. The T, so it's the T sound, twent, and then the Y, and that makes the E sound. So we're going to blend this all together. T, w, 20. So we know that this is 20, and if we were going to write this as a number, it would be a 2 and a 0, and that would be 20. The question says, what should you add to each number to make 20? Now remember what I said on section 1, where you could have a number that's in your head and do it mentally. That's the method we are going to use. So let's go for the last one, which is D. So what number do you need to have in your head? Look at that number. That's right, it's 15. So we need to get to 20, but I need 15 in my head. So 15's in your head. Everybody put 15 in your head. Now we're going to count on and we're going to stop at 20. So we've got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, we're going to stop there because we've got to 20. How many fingers have I got? How many more did I need to get to 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 15 and 5 make 20. So I'm going to put 5 for section D here. 5 and 15 make 20. So now what I would like you to do is to complete section 2 in your workbook. So you can pause the video and then resume it afterwards when you are ready for section 3. Okay, so now we are ready for section 3. And section 3 here says to fill in the missing numbers. Now you'll notice that the answer on all of the questions is the same. So we've got the answer is 100, and here is 100. They are all 100. And what you need to do is you need to fill in the missing gaps so you know what two numbers add together to make 100. And these are what we call number bonds, because they are two numbers which bond together to make an answer which is 100. Now we should all know our number bonds to 10. And if we know our number bonds to 10, then we'll definitely know our number bonds to 100. Now I'm going to ask you a question now, and I want you to think about it in your head. If you need to use your fingers, that's okay. But I want to know 4 add what equals 10? Can you tell me the answer? 4 and what equals 10? Now if you wanted to use your fingers, we've got 10 fingers, so we can use these. And I said 4. There's my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many more did I need to make 10? I needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 and 6 make 10. So I'm going to write on the whiteboard here, 4 add 6 equals 10. If I know that 4 add 6 equals 10, then I also know that 40 add 60 equals 100. And that's because I've just made it 10 times bigger. So you can see we've got a 4 and the 4 has turned to 40, so it's got 10 times bigger. So what I want you to do on your pieces of paper, in your books, you've got 4 questions to complete. If we look at A, 20 add something equals 100. Okay, so you can see 20 add something equals 100. Try to work out 2 add what equals 10. And then you will know what 20 add what equals 100, just like we've done on the whiteboard here. Okay, so I knew that 4 add 6 made 10, so 40 add 60 made 100. So you're now going to complete them 4 questions, and then we're going to return back for the final part of the lesson on section 4. Right, so our final part of the lesson, section 4. On your workbook, it says use 2 Use two of these numbers to make the sum correct. The sum means the number sentence. So you need to get two numbers that make that answer. Now in your workbook, the answer is 18. I've done an example on the whiteboard and my answer is 12. So I need two numbers to make that correct. Now you only need to choose two numbers, no more. So I've got a few that I could choose here. Okay, so what two numbers would make 12? What I could do on my whiteboard, remember what we did at the very start of the lesson when we were drawing? You could draw out 12 dots. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now here I've got some numbers I could choose from. I'm going to go for the first one, which is 10. I'm going to circle 10. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I circled the 10 and what makes 12? How many have I got left over? I've got 2 left over, haven't I? So I know that 10 add 2 equals 12. Have I got the 2 in my selection of numbers? Because if I have, those are two numbers that I could choose. I can see the 10. Can you see the 2? Yep, so the 2 is here. So I could put 10 add 2 if I wanted to. I could have also chosen 8 and maybe one of these two. So 8 in your head and we want to get to 12. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What number do I need to be looking for? How many fingers have I got up? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 8 and 4. I could have used them as well. So in your booklet, you're going to complete the last section. You're going to choose two of the numbers to make the sum correct. So that's your number sentence. When you're finished, remember, I would love you to send a picture of your work into the Year 4 email address, and that will allow us teachers to give you some feedback and maybe set you a challenge if needs be. Have a lovely day. Thank you very much.